It has been my experience that in the world of programming, you are subjected to a lot of people who claim to be able to do things they cannot. I thought it would be a good idea to show you something I have actually written rather than list a bunch of skills. We wanted to accomplish 3 things with this application: documentation, execution, and communication. Also, we wanted to use existing tools everyone in the company already uses to allow for a seamless transition to the new business process. I wrote this application to handle 1031 exchange transactions. A 1031 exchange is a transaction where one or more property is sold and one or more properties is purchased. If it is done using the 1031 exchange guidelines, the owner does not have to pay capital gains on any real estate appreciation, thereby limiting tax liability. The data conversion process utilized Visual Studio, C#, .NET, SQL Server, and SSIS packages. The process was 100% automated, as it always should be. An executable was compiled and run every night. By the time we went live, the conversion process had been run over 100 times and ran without issue. Let's drill down into the property to be sold to explore some of the functionality of this application. As is seen, all basic information is contained within this property screen. One of the first tasks of a 1031 exchange is to send the escrow agent and owner relevant information and initial forms to be filled out. We will choose what type of communication and property, owner, and signatory information that will be utilized by the documents that will be created. Once the user clicks the Send Email button, the data and signatures for that particular property is merged within a Word document. For the cases where the document needs to be changed because of special circumstances, the user can make changes and save the results if necessary. In this case, we will assume everything is okay and just close the document. Once the Word document is processed, it is saved as a PDF. The PDF is attached to an email that also has all the data, verbiage, and signature information. In addition, the email information and names are also embedded into the email to be sent. From here, we could modify the email as needed and then save it. Once any necessary changes have been made, you can then assign a description to the email and click OK to save the message file to the application. Now we double-click the landing pad. This is where we access all documents associated with this particular property. In this case, the actual email was saved as an MSG file. Double-clicking on the row brings up the actual email that was sent to the customer. Within that MSG file are the attachments that were sent. Regardless of who opens this file within the company, the same information will be seen. The communication will be saved in 2 places. One will be in the sending user's Outlook database, the other will be in the application itself. This allows users to view and analyze communication and documents using tools with which they are familiar. Of course, email isn't the only thing that needs to be saved. Other documents can be added 2 other ways. One way is to add it from a file location. Now, some of these files will be used in other communication, so we can give it the appropriate document type here. Or they can be added from an email. Also, you can save any email as an MSG file and add that to the landing pad. In this particular application, landing pads are provided for each property and for the exchange as a whole. For correspondence that applies to the exchange as a whole, communication is also facilitated by the application. The merged documents will change as laws and the times change. The application was designed so changes can be made by the user. The user can make changes to the Word merge templates and simply drag new documents to the Word documents landing pad. They can also do the same with new Word merge templates in the same manner. In this application, I show how we automate communication, execution, and documentation. This application provides a paperless environment to fulfill necessary transactions and document them all within the application. Using Outlook and Word, we automate processes that are typically manually driven. This makes employees more efficient and less prone to error. This is just a small example of what I can provide a company.